Hey, welcome back to Simple or Difficult. In this video, I'll be showing you how I created this scene in 3ds Max. Okay, in this video, we are going to be using SketchUp file as opposed to what I normally do, where I will model the file in Revit and then export it to FBX and then import the Revit file that I exported to FBS into 3ds Max. But in this video, we are just going to be using SketchUp, and we're going to be importing into 3ds Max. This video, I will show you how you can apply materials to SketchUp geometries because it's not exactly the same thing as how we do it in Revit. And also, like we normally do, you already know the drill. We are going to be working with, doing composition in this video. We are going to be doing, lighting in this video. We're going to also be doing materials, and also we're going to be doing tone mappings as we go along. All right. So if this is something you'd like to see, if this is something you are interested in, learning about, stick around. Okay. Don't go anywhere. Let's jump right in. All right. So this is the SketchUp file that, we are going to be using for this video. Unfortunately, I'm not going to share this project file with you. You're going to have to use your own, okay, and follow along. All right, so I want to show you how the geometries of SketchUp behaves when you import them into 3ds Max and how best you can get around it and still apply materials, to them depending on what you are doing. So now, to import this file, the first thing you have to do is to save down this file. If you're using SketchUp 2024, SketchUp 20, whatever, if you don't save it down to as low as, let's say, SketchUp 8 or, something in the neighborhood, it is not going to import into 3ds Max the way I want to import it. So what we are going to do is head over here to the file, go to Save As, and then come down here, select SketchUp version 8, and then just save it. Okay, and just like that, that's saved. All right, so what we need to do is we need to open, a 3ds Max file like this. Let me go ahead and add the things I normally use, and then change this to 2, and come over here to customize. Go to unit setup, millimeters, and make sure that everything is in millimeters. All right, so how do I import this SketchUp file? All I have to do is go over there where I exported it to and then just drag it in like so. Okay. It is going to load as per usual. All right. So I've imported the file. As you can see, this camera came with it. Okay. What you need to realize is when you save scenes in SketchUp files, they come into 3ds Max as cameras. So I'm just going to select all of them. I'm going to delete them. All right, I'm going to select the sun too. I'll delete that one. And other things around, I'm going to delete them too. So we have our file imported into 3ds Max from the SketchUp. Okay, from SketchUp. The first thing I want to do now is to set my cameras. All right, so let me just come from this upper side. Sorry. Like so. Okay, I'm just going to select the camera. I'm going to make it the height 1, 2. And then I'm going to select the target. I'm going to move it up. Okay. Come closer to the building, like so. All right. Let's add our save frame. Okay. All right. Now I'll set my camera. All right. So the next thing for me to do is work on my light. I would have decided to put trees, but the trees I'm going to put at the end of the day might end up being heavy. So I will just work on the light and then bring in the trees later on. You can do it anyhow you want. Okay. There's no rule that says that you must put trees first and all those things. You can still work on your lights, work on your materials, then bring in your trees. Okay. Which is what how I'm going to do in this particular, in these particular videos, because I have some people saying, after we finish putting our trees, we now realize that, a file is now too heavy for us to work on materials and other important things. So you can actually work on your materials first, as I'm going to do now, and then bring in all those geometries at the end of the day. So I'm just going to create my default. I want to apply material on everything. Okay, like so. Let me reduce this a little bit. And then maybe reduce this. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to apply this material on that, on everything. So let's work on our lights. So I'm going to go over to the render settings. I'm going to go to single map and then corner bitmap. Okay, I'm just going to go over to the downloads. I'm going to select this. I'm going to put the link to this HDRI in the description so you can get yours and follow along with this tutorial. So there are some few things I like to set up. I'm going to turn off this and this. Lock the camera. All right, now, so let's go ahead and see what we've got, okay? So let me open my VFB and, okay. All right. So let's go ahead and see whether we're going to get something better by rotating this HDRI. You know how we do. Instance. Okay, so I'm gonna stick with this. Turn on my blue and sharpening, and then sharpen it by. Okay. Let's see what we've got. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and I want to add the strip lights here, and underneath here, I'm gonna have a series of strip lights, and here too, in between these walls. All right, so I'm just gonna stop this, and I'm going to add them. All right, so to add your strip light, you can come over here to the line and then draw a line. Okay, I'm just going to show you. And after drawing, you see it's just a line. But now when you go into the modifier, you can go to rendering tab or rendering rollout menu, and then you can change it, make this 150 or thereabout. I mean, maybe 100, whatever. However big you want your rope light to be. Okay, usually it should be less than that. Okay, you can use this one and make it like, say, 15 mm, thereabout. And then you just put it where you want it to be by using the move tool, like so. Okay. All right. So when you put it where you want to be, then you can apply a light material on them. So let's go ahead and create a light material. I've already done that. Okay. When you look here, you're going to see my own geometry that I modeled. Okay. Over here. All right. You're going to see where all of them are. So I'm just going to go ahead and create a light material. Okay. Come over here under the runner. You're going to see light material. Bring it out. Set the colors that you want. I want it to be a warm colored light. Okay. So intensity, let's start with 20 first. And let's, when we see it, we'll now know whether to increase or reduce. Okay. All right, as you can see, we have our lights working for us, but then we might need to work on them a little bit. All right. So I am going to go ahead and add spotlights underneath this place. Okay. So I'm not going to use a spotlight model. I'm just going to use this Corona disc light. I'm going to use Corona disc lights. I'm going to show you how I did that. I will just come over here, select Corona disc light. Okay. And then I'm just going to come over here to shape disc. I want it to be underneath this place. So I'll just draw a simple line like so. And then select this place. Isolate both of them. Just like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So now all I'm going to do now is just to let's see how it's looking in the render first before I start duplicating. I need to ensure that it is showing. Okay, yeah, it's showing over here. So I'm just going to like duplicate it all over the place. Like so, instance. They are all showing. All right, like so. Okay, but I want the light to be colored, like warm colored, like this other one that we have here. So I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna use the Kelvin temperature, and that solves it. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. Then the next light I want to add is the street lamps. So I'm just going to import them in and apply light, add lights to them. Okay, so, all right, so I've added all the street lights. Okay, I just drag them in and merge them in. These are my street lights. And as you can see, the light is there, but it's not like shining down. So we're going to add, light that will be shining down. All right. So how do we do that? Come over here in the Corona light, you select it, change it to rectangle light. Okay. Now we're going to draw lights. I'm going to raise it up. To this height. I'm pretty much going to do some settings to this light. We're going to turn it off, turn everything off, and then come over here and turn on the IES. And then go and crank up the, yes. Even more, crank it up some more. And since this one is front and back, I'm just going to duplicate this over here as an instance. Like so. So I'm going to duplicate it over there. Right? So I'm going to duplicate only one. All right. Yeah. Okay, now it's time for me to apply material. Okay, when I apply material, then we can talk of adding more materials, adding more lights. Okay, let me add lights on this top, part of the building. So I'm just going to come over here, select my light again, rectangle light as per usual. Then this is the part of the roof that is being occupied. So I'm just going to, okay, like so. Then move it up. I'm going to reduce it. 50 is still very high. 20, 10, 5, 2, 3, 4. I think we're just going to leave it like that. So here we have it. This is the lights, just this, nothing serious. Okay, now we're going to create materials for this. All right, so I'm going to open my shaders one more time. I'm going to shift this and have a darker variation just like this. So I'll just stop this render, that's interactive rendering. Go over to clay. I want to make these entire parts and these parts, I want to make them black because that's the part, if you look at the SketchUp file, that's the part that is going to have this, you get the black part of this. So I want a station where when I'm applying the dark panels, I wouldn't want to have like white patches happening around. Okay, so after applying the black material there, let me just go ahead and create from this material, create my panel material. So this first one, I'm just gonna put 0 here. Okay, and then here 0.85. That's the first panel. If it is too, what is it called? If it's too glossy, I can make it 0.7. Still okay. Let me just make it 0.8. I want it to be glossy like that. Then the other one, I want to change this material. For it to have a white material, this thing has to be very high. Like white metallic material, the Fresnel IOR has to be very high. I'm just going to come over here. I want to reduce this particular one and then come over here and make it 250. You can see we're having a white reflective material now. It's as easy as that. It doesn't even matter what you have here, but let's just make this 200. 255. Yes. Something like that. So we have our two grayish and then whitish, panel materials. Let's create our glass. As per usual, very simple. Just come over here. Add one here. And you have it. Okay. Make everything 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. You have your glass. It's as simple as that. All right. So how do we work around this material? Okay. The way my friend modeled this thing, you can easily select this panel, this dark area. You can easily select the panel. Make sure you're in the selection tool. You can easily select the panels like so. And then come over here. Let me just. And apply this material to it. Okay, so now when I do interactive render, you're gonna see that the material is there. Okay, so you can see the material is there. See the thing I was trying to avoid, you can see this place is showing like this white patch on it. So how I fix this is this black material that I created, or dark grayish material. When you apply it, see, it goes away. All right. So for the part that is supposed to be white, like this area, I'm going to select all of them like that. Okay. And then I'm going to apply this one on it, and then you can see we are having a shiny metallic stuff happening above there now. So you just calmly select it. Okay, you can try and, figure out which is which over here, like so. You can see that works. You can use these two over here. To select your, panels, if you will. But I have to make sure that it is selecting only it, all right? Or you can just window select like so. Let me just come and show you. Window select it like so. Then unselect every other thing. And select every other thing that you might have selected. Yeah. So to just confirm that we are selecting what we want to select, just isolate it and see what was selected. Okay, and then just apply your material to them. And then bring back the model. You can see we have the shiny version of this model of the Aluco bond already working for us. Now let's just apply the glass materials. Okay. We do this for the remaining ones. Okay, as you can see, looking good already. So now I want to apply glass material, but there's an issue. The frame of this material, let me isolate this thing so you can see what I'm saying. The frame and the material are the same object. Do you understand? So I want the frame to be black, okay? And I want the inside part of this, that's the window pane, to be glass. So if I select it like this and I apply a glass material to it, everything turns into glass. If I apply the metallic material to it, everything turns into metal. So how do we solve this? Okay, I will show you. So select it, is an editable mesh. Select it, you click on polygon. When you click on polygon, you select one of them. Then I want you to come down here to the materials ID. Okay. This material ID, you can see that the ID is 2. So when you select ID, you select all the part of this model whose ID is 2. Okay, now, so when you do that, you can now apply the glass material you want to it. Okay, you have only applied it to this one. So if you select, hold on, and then select polygon again and click on this, you see that the material ID is 1. If you select that material ID, you see that it has selected just the frame. And then you can now come over here and apply this. Now, when you look at this, you find out that the frame is metal, the black metal, and the panes, the window panes are glass material. So that is what I am going to do for the entire scene. All right. So as you can see, I'm done applying those materials. Let me go ahead and put the black metallic material on this stuff as well. So I'm just gonna open it like so. Just gonna apply it there. All right. So now let's go ahead. I want to apply a material on this road and this. So first of all, I will start in this internal part of this. I'm going to start by applying a natural map, a grass, because I want it to be grass. Even I'm not going to like put a real grass there. let's just have something like a placeholder there for us. Okay, just like that. Then on the road map, let me use this. All right, so let me just replace the maps that we have here, okay, with this. And displacement. And bump, that's the normal map. Okay, it's pretty easy for you to do it. Like, this is like how you can, because this is how you can work around material creation. You just get something that is related to what you want to do and then use this to do them. So then the gloss, like that. So I'll just take this and I'll apply it to the road. Okay. Like that. I'll have a road. Okay. So that's basically it for the material. Now let me just populate my scene, bring in trees and everything, and then work on the tone mapping. As you can see, I've not actually worked on anything. Okay. But let me just do it now. Let's just reduce this. This is 2. Let's make it like 0.2. Let's bring in our Reinhardt. This one is going to be like 2. Okay, let's go ahead and make this reduce. Yes, and then increase our contrast to like 3. Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I want to bring in every other thing, to populate this scene. All right. So, but before we do that, let's go ahead and create material for this Marriott signages. Okay. To create material, it's just normal. What is it called? Normal light material that we normally create. But this time around, this is going to be red, and I will show you how to make the colors red. Just click on this and shift it to red, and there you have it. Okay, and then select it and apply it to them. No big deal. All right, where is it? Okay, and then the same thing, do the same thing over here. Just like that. And you do interactive render. All right, so you can see the lights are already shining. Okay, so I think I have to work on this material a little bit, make it like 50. 5. Yes. Something like that. I'll leave it at 8 for now. So now let me just go ahead and bring in trees and cars and everything and populate this scene like we are supposed to. All right, so I'm done bringing in the cars, the trees, even I added a building in the background, if you can see it over here. So let's go ahead and see how that looks. Okay. All right. As you can see, the cars that I imported, I got these cars from the Great Catalog. I'll put the links in the description and the rating. You can see the materials, the lights, and everything. All right. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a like. And if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. Not only subscribing, ring the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future tutorials. Thank you very much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Ciao.